What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny, man. CNN is gonna CNN, and it is only because of CNN that I used the clown emoji yesterday in my tweets. I don't normally use the old clown emoji, but I had to. This is the best story of the day. I said, CNN saying, I never thought I'd have to flee a state. A family of 4 living in Florida shares why they're backing up and leaving. Well, bye. Let's start with a little bit of data here, okay? Because CNN is going to try and create a sob story here about a single family leaving Florida. Okay, though, now let's go to the data, right? Remember, facts are facts here. Florida is the top state for people to move to. We want to know why. From the U.S. Census Bureau. This is directly from the U.S. Census website. The U.S. Census says nearly 750,000 people moved to Florida. Why is that? Nearly 8 million people left their homes and moved to another state in 2021, and most of those people moved to Florida in comparison to every other state, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. Another interesting pattern, net migration pattern by state. CNN is totally uncurious as to why all these blue states like New York has a net migration pattern that is in the major negatives. CNN utterly uncurious. No lavish stories about why New York, Illinois, and California have massive losses of people. Millions of people leaving those states. Can't figure it out. And why places like Texas, and the map here, the darker blue means more migration. 500,000 plus net migration in. So the darker the blue, the more people are moving there. The lighter the color, the more people are fleeing, actually, negatively. Okay, and you can see in the negative numbers here. This is how you read the map. CNN utterly uncurious about what's going on in California, uncurious about Illinois, New York. They don't send any documentary teams there. They send a documentary team to Florida for this absolutely effing bananas clip. Watch it right now. I hope you have a tissue box ready because you are going to cry laughing.
We just thought it would be a nice, warm place to live where we could get to beaches.
I just never thought that I would have to flee a state for the good of my children.
The SB 254, this will permanent outlaw the mutilation of minors.
I remember Tori coming to me one time and in tears, which she doesn't normally do. And I asked her what was wrong, and she said DeSantis. And like the fact that a governor would be making my kid cry, that's a messed up government. We're absolutely moving because of the political climate and the laws in Florida. We didn't want to move. When the Florida Board of Medicine started meeting, and we realized that they were going to ban gender-affirming care for our kids, that we might need to leave because that is life-saving, essential medicine and treatment for our daughter.
I was very relieved when we decided to leave. I had never really heard that much about trans people, and until I was like 11 or 12, I didn't even know trans people existed. So I was just used to being uncomfortable. I started hormone blockers pretty soon after that.
Yeah, I mean, there was times before she started getting hormones and stuff that she was suicidal, but after she transitioned, she was much more outgoing, much more like comfortable with herself.
Okay, careful.
We are seeing many families that are leaving. I really think if you were to ask a member of a trans family, they would tell you they go to bed at night dreaming of how to get out of the state.
So that's the dining room right here, and then this is the living room.
My hope for the McKee family is they are able to find a community that embraces them.
We're lucky that we're able to get out, we're able to afford to leave. A lot of people can't, or it's going to be very difficult.
I feel really bad for the people that have to stay here. It's been difficult to access my hormones. I'm not honestly sure how I would continue to access care. Even if I wasn't trans, I wouldn't be comfortable here. It's just not a safe environment for queer people in general.
I do fear for my daughter's safety. And just the fact that somebody might want to hurt her just for her being her, for her existence, is scary. I worry about her every time she goes out.
I'll miss the wide open view.
Yeah, sunsets are great from here.
No. I'm looking forward to just being in a place where I don't feel under attack, where I don't feel oppressed. It's just so sad that our country and our society are in this place of denigrating people like that and making them feel like they have no place.
It's just hard to start over all over again.
CNN is, of course, getting absolutely and utterly roasted and demolished for this, advertisement, people are calling it, for Ron DeSantis' campaign. This is the best ad for DeSantis' campaign since he started running. If his campaign had focused on this, they might not be getting crushed right now. Watch this video. It's joyful. Yeah. Yes. Yes, indeed. It is, ladies and gentlemen. The theme of the Pride movement is narcissism. It's all about me, the future that conservatives want. This is the future conservatives want for you. Yes. I hope people can see what the American media is doing to their country. A free press was one of the single most critical components of the American experiment, and now is fully corrupted by the Marxist left. Cultural Marxism is exactly what they're trying to do. Confusion is the goal of this. Florida is looking better by the day, people are saying. More people are moving to Florida than any other state. It isn't even close, but CNN is CNN. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I tweeted finally, and most importantly, real talk as a father myself, who moved my family to Florida. Men, you want to know what happens to you when you're a low T slob who abdicates your role as head of the household and a strong father? This is what happens, and this is hell. This hits close to me when I saw that clip. That's why I tweeted multiple times about it and used my clown emoji, very rare emoji for me to use, is because I actually moved my family to Florida after our house was burnt down in Washington, D.C. A drug war, because D.C. defunded their police, a drug war caused the known drug house that was connected to my house, because you live in a row house in D.C., there's like brick houses, they're connected to each other, to be set ablaze. That caused smoke and fire to pour into my home. My wife had to flee with our newborn child. This is the biggest horror that any father could ever face. And so I was forced to pick up and go. Now, praise God, because we were able to get out safely. We were able to get out with my children unharmed, but it could have been really, really bad. A number of dogs actually died in this fire that was set ablaze, and it made all the papers and all the media. We've talked about it before, but CNN never once came knocking on my door to do a documentary about my family leaving a leftist-run enclave, defunded their police, nearly led to the murder of my child. But you get that kind of propaganda garbage. Ooh, makes my blood boil. But they're getting rightfully destroyed and ratioed for this, so CNN, keep CNNing. These are great, great promotional ads for the state of Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Benny and communism, and that's how you fix this country. See ya.